So OSS is basically the object storage service, and this will allow you to use as a object storage. So the concept which we will discuss in today's session is the concept, architectures, security features, website hosting and monitoring, image processing, and then recap. So we have the file storage service, we have the block storage service, and we have the object storage service. There is three different options. The file storage service is for the file systems. The block storage service is for the elastic compute service, or the ECS, while the object storage service is for the objects like PDF files, Word files, and other options. Now let's talk about the pain points. The pain points is, we have the traditional storage server. When the volumes of data rises, it automatically stop. Thank you, Wes. Evaluate the new storage capacity, data backup, data security, cost control, and the sync process. So we can encrypt our data on OSS and the secure cloud service, which store, process, and access a massive amount of data from anywhere in the world. We can easily store the data. So we have the OSS and we have the traditional servers. So who will win? Of course the OSS will win. Massive volume, easy to scale, enterprise security, high availability, and pay as you go model, which will reduce the cost. Thank you, Furkan. Now we have different options: the availability, security, complexity, inclusiveness, and the scalability. So these are the options. We have in the scalability, we have the massive volumes, virtually unlimited bucket size, massive number of objects available. Second, we have the simplicity option, like we have the RESTful API, flexible size object, different upload size, and so on. We have the security option. We have the multi-layer protection and anti-DDoS, multi-user isolations, provide comprehensive logs to help and trace malicious access. We have 3 replicas, 3 AZs, availability zones, 99.999% data reliability, 99.9% service availability, automatic service expansion, and automatic failover with cross-region application. multi-layer protection and anti-DDoS, multi-user isolation, and provide comprehensive logs to help to trace malicious access. So these are the options which you will get in the object storage service. So the OSS concept are good enough. Let's talk about the architecture of the OSS. So the region is the geographical area in which the OSS bucket are located. So we have different architecture open. (23 regions, 69 zones), and choose a region to optimize latency, minimize cost, or address regulatory requirements. Now check the OSS concept. So the object is the fundamental entry stored within OSS object. And if we talk about the ऑब्जेक्ट मेटाडाटा, मेटाडाटा किसे कहते हैं? मेटाडाटा उसे कहते हैं जो कि किसी ऑब्जेक्ट के बैक एंड पे लगा होता है, उसकी तमाम तफसीलात. सो द मेटाडाटा इज एक्चुअली अबाउट डाटा अबाउट द डाटा. So start with the unique object name, user data, and a key value pair that express the object's attribute. Now let's talk about the bucket. So buckets serve as a container for object stored in OSS. Every object must be kept in a bucket. The bucket name is a globally unique in OSS and cannot be changed. There is no limit on the number of objects in each bucket. There is no limitations. Organize the OSS namespace as a highest level, play a role in access control, and serve as a unit of aggregation for usage reporting. So let's talk about the key. A key is an object unique identifier. And the combination of bucket and the key uniqueness identify each object. So let's say we have the image bucket options. Image bucket, OSS apps, south, alion.com, algorithm.jpg. So this is the options which the image bucket use as a URL. If we talk about the user service, so we have the bucket, we have the object, and each object we have the different metadata. Let's read it out. चाय ला दो इलायची वो वाली, मेरी वाली बना के. Okay. So let's move forward and check the rest of the part. In Alibaba Cloud OSS, we have different objects. So we have the standard LRS, lower replication service, ZRS, zonal replication service, infrequent access, which is within the zone, right? And infrequent access is the zonal replication service. Zonal replication service and the lower replication service, the difference is the LRS within the data center, ZRS among the data center or between the data center. This will help you to provide and provision the data with multiple data centers. We have an archive options, we have the core archive options available, which help you to get the data using a very low time. So archival data is for those who want to keep the data for long time. आप 7-8 साल 10 साल तक रखना चाहते हैं. So that archive and the coal archive is a good option for you. So minimum storage duration, you can see the standard, infrequent. Standard doesn't have any storage duration. Infrequent access, you must have to keep the data at least 30 days. Archive and the core archive is for 60 days and the 180 days. That's how it's work. So let's say life cycle rule. So life cycle rule actually determine what should happen to OSS object as a various point in time. Life cycle rule determines when objects should transition between storage classes, when they should be deleted, and what pattern of object must match in order for a given life cycle rule to take effect. So we have to create the rules, create the policies, and then using that your data will move from one cycle to another cycle easily. बात समझ में आ रही है यहाँ तक सबको? किसी को कोई सवाल, कोई डाउट, एनी क्वेश्चंस? Now let's talk about cross-region replication services. Okay, so let's move forward. We can enable the cross region replication. Okay, मैं क्लियर कर देता हूँ. देखें, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जिसकी वजह से आपको थोड़ी कंफ्यूजन हो रही है. कंसिडर OSS एज अ S3, एज अ गूगल ड्राइव. इफ़ यू आर गुड इन S3, इफ़ यू आर गुड इन गूगल ड्राइव, यू कैन इजीली अंडरस्टैंड OSS. हम जब इसकी लैब करेंगे तो आपको और क्लियर समझ में आ जाएगा. So let me explain first in English and then Urdu. Okay, so OSS is actually the object storage where you just upload your objects like PDF files, Word files, images, any backup. जो काम आप S3 में करते हैं वही सारा काम आप यहाँ पर करते हैं. ठीक है, कोई डिफरेंसेस नहीं. आप यहाँ स्टैटिक वेबसाइट लॉन्च कर सकते हैं, आप यहाँ पे डाटा रख सकते हैं, कुछ भी रख सकते हैं आप यहाँ पर, कोई मसला नहीं होगा आपको. सो OSS के कॉन्सेप्ट की अगर बात करें, इज़ अ बैक टू ऑरिजिन mirror concept. So client is connected with the OSS and OSS is connected with the source file. Client data, return data to client. First request for data, वो OSS में जा रहा है. Object does not access request resource from the resource URL source side, and then वापसी आ रहा है right down to OSS, and the OSS से वो client की तरफ आ रहा है. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? ओके जी. Now if you see the source object return to resource, request resource from the redirected locations, and the request resource directly to OSS. Now if you see the access logs and the real-time logs are connected with each other, and the real-time logs is basically help you to get a real-time logs from a customer side to the end side. Now the third thing is the security features. So what's the security features is available here? As you can see, we have three different layers: protocol layer, data layers, and president layer. You just need to focus on the first layer, web service password management layer, जहाँ से आपका डाटा नीचे जाके कनेक्ट होता है डिफरेंट स्टोरेज के साथ. Okay, so the next thing is ग्लोबली यूनिक. आपका नाम S3 बकेट में ग्लोबली यूनिक होगा. Alibaba Cloud OSS bucket name is always unique and each bucket can have multiple data. Okay, so the next thing is लंच ब्रेक इंशाल्लाह ताला हम लोग करेंगे 1 बजे तक करेंगे इंशाल्लाह ताला. अभी लेते हैं 15 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं दोबारा से 12 बजे एंड देन फिर हम 1 सवा 1 के आसपास लेंगे ब्रेक. ओके, सो ऑब्जेक्ट स्टोरेज सर्विस ग्लोबली यूनिक हमारे पास है. सिक्योरिटी फीचर्स हमारे पास हैं अवेलेबल. गाइस जस्ट गिव मी 1 मिनट. सो आई वाज सेइंग दैट वी हैव डिफरेंट सिक्योरिटी फीचर एज वेल. अच्छा, ये थोड़ा सा रूखा लग रहा होगा आपको, लेकिन इसको हमें कंप्लीट करना है और उसके बाद फिर हम लैब करेंगे. ठीक है, और ये थ्योरी आपके काम आएगी जब आप जो है वो पूरी थ्योरी को कंप्लीट करेंगे एग्जाम के लिए. सो वी हैव HTTPS एक्सेस, HTTPS एंड पॉइंट. जो भी लिंक है उसमें HTTPS का एंड पॉइंट ज़रूर होगा. एक्सेस कंट्रोल है, एक्सेस कंट्रोल का ऑब्जेक्ट अवेलेबल है. उसके बाद सर्वर साइड इंक्रिप्शन है. आपको अपना डाटा को इनक्रिप्ट रखना है. अगर आपने डाटा इनक्रिप्ट नहीं रखा तो फिर आप इसको यूज़ नहीं कर सकेंगे. डाटा इंक्रिप्शन के बाद जो अगली चीज़ आती है वो आती है आपके पास. अच्छा, इसमें दो तरह की इंक्रिप्शंस हैं. वी हैव 2 डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ इंक्रिप्शंस. वन इज़ कॉल्ड the KMS encryption, second is called the OSS encryptions. Acha, before moving forward, just wanted to curious about that how many of you guys are in this today's session who don't understand Urdu language. Jia, you understand Hindi or Urdu? I think rest of the persons are easily understand. Okay, okay, okay. So you understand English, okay? Okay, got it. So we move this session by both English and Urdu as well, okay? मैं उर्दू में भी बता रहा हूँ और इंग्लिश में भी. तो अगर किसी को इंग्लिश में समझ में नहीं आ रहा हो, प्लीज़ आस्क मी सो दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन उर्दू एज वेल. So we have server-side encryption called SSE KMS and SSE OSS, Object Storage Service. We have the identity authentication options available, and this is the option where the bucket and the object ACL. We have the bucket policy available, silicon, endpoints, storage class, and the access control, and it applies to the whole bucket. We can apply the whole bucket, we can apply the whole account, and so on. Now if you talk about the data in transit means the data is continuously moving, means upload the data, download the data. जो data move कर रहा हो, आगे पीछे जा रहा हो, उसको data in transit कहते हैं. Securely upload or download your data via SSL encryption endpoints using HTTPS. You can also use a client-side encryption library or can be used to encrypt your data before uploading to OSS. So there are two encryption methods available for object upload to OSS. We have server-side encryption for KMS, which is key material from KMS is used to encrypt object, and the SSE OSS, the OSS default key is used to encrypt objects. Now the RAM policy, we have the version 1 statement is effects to allow. ये RAM policy कहलाती है resource access manager policy. This allow action, list object, get object, resources, and the RAM testing. And STS mean secure token service, which is actually allow client app to connect with the app servers, STS, and the OSS. Now OSS featuring time, the limited time object access. So we can use the signed URL. Signed URL, what does it mean by signed URL? Signed URL means if a user need a one-time access for 2 to 3 hours, like your auditors, instead of creating a credential, you can provide the signed URL. Now website hosting and monitoring. With the OSS, you can reliably serve your traffic and handle unexpected peak without worrying about scaling your infrastructure or managing servers. So now we can settings the static website hosting. आप without server अपनी website को host कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर. Just like the AWS S3 static website hosting, you can do the same thing here without any downtime, without any issues. Even आप हमारी website जाके देखें shirdilcloud.com static website पे host है. आप जाएं, just open the shirdilcloud.com website. The whole website are without using any server. This is completely static website hosting. Monitor your site key metrics via Cloud Monitor. आप अपनी वेबसाइट की डिटेल्स को क्लाउड मॉनिटर के थ्रू चेक कर सकते हैं. सेटअप एंड अलर्ट्स, अलार्म्स, डैशबोर्ड्स, do what you want in order to protect and preserve your OSS objects and buckets. Now, image processing. We can use image processing service that featuring massive capacity, high security, low cost and image reliability. So आप image processing भी कर सकते हैं. That's the only cloud right now is completely providing image processing. Google भी दे रहा है, but Google have some issues and is not 100% mature as compared with the Alibaba cloud. Now the image processing very simple. Just upload the image. OSS will image process the image and you can download the new image. Converting image format, scaling, cropping, rotating image, text और image watermark, ये तमाम काम आप इसमें कर सकते हैं. Access methods. So you can provide the access method to any client, any resources like APIs and other using access methods. So let's recap and demo. So OSS क्या है? What is OSS? OSS provides a developer with secure, durable and highly scalable object storage. ये एक highly scalable object है storage का. OSS can be used alone with other Alibaba cloud services and a third party tools and services. So OSS जो है वो basically अकेला भी यूज़ हो सकता है और इसके साथ भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं आप. Cost effective for a wide variety of use case from cloud application, content distribution, backup, archiving and disaster recovery to analytics. Now let's perform the hands-on lab. So these are the hands-on lab, right? OSS client and static website hosting. Let's do this lab. Okay, I think this lab is not exist, so let me check which type of labs do we have. Oh sorry, मैं इसको बंद करना भूल गया था. Okay, it's completely okay. So labx.io cloud labs थ्योरी हमारी ख़त्म हो गई है OSS की. नाउ वी विल गो एंड परफॉर्म अ लैब. क्लाउड लैब के अंदर आते हैं हम लोग. देखिए हमारे पास डिफरेंट लैब्स हैं. ACP नेटवर्किंग, क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, AC है. तो इसके अंदर मैं जाता हूँ और इसको मैं बोलता हूँ ऑब्जेक्ट स्टोरेज सर्विस. हियर अगर इसको नज़र आ जाए तो ये निकाल के दे देगा हमें. स्टोरेज की लैब्स ये रहा. पर्सनल लैब, build a local file systems, use of OSS client, import, migrate, intermediate lab है, static website hosting. ओके सो इस पे चलते हैं हम लोग. और ये static website की hosting की lab हम लोग